System shut down. Hello, hello. Howdy, howdy. I'm late. I'm tardy. Your Daisy's lazy. My headphones aren't connecting. There's technical difficulties all around, but hopefully everything's okay. Alrighty. I'm here. I'm here. Hello, hello. I see Willow. I see Skyfall. Drewman's here. Howdy, howdy. Alrighty, y'all know what we're working on today. Y'all already know. Okay, where we left off last time, we got pretty far. We just need a couple little tweaks here. We are gonna kind of wrap this one up and potentially start a new one. We're like getting so close to this little finished. Scampering Goblin Girl slides. Wait a minute, I just saw something there. Wait a minute, right here. There's a sketch frame still here. Put that away. Here we go. She's wibbly wobbly. Then she gets stuck there for a second. Okay. Let's clean it up. Let's clean it up. I recently, like, revamped my... Or, I, like, rearranged my room. I talked about how my closet needed to get reorganized. And now I've got, like, stuff in different places. So I'm a little bit... I'm kind of turned around. I've got, like, screens in new spots. And so I'm, like, looking left and right. We'll see how today goes. We'll see if this works. I'm kind of testing it today. It's super fun. Okay. So, for one thing, we need one more wobbly frame. We can just switch that around. 1, 2, wobble, turns to... Kind of tilts her head a little bit. I think her body should shift a little bit with her head tilt. And we could also animate the hair a little bit on the tilt, but we'll call this like a standing pose. Let's do... We'll have to draw this frame again too in a second too. Is Turbo a good name for a Nintendog? Absolutely. I think so. Good dog names. Bud, Buddy, Bro. Good dog names. Okay, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. Okay, so we have to redraw the bod. We have to redraw. There's so many layers that I need to just kind of remove really quick. I'm gonna shift this away. Pull that away. And I think it would be good to maybe redraw like 1/2 of the shoulder. Oops. Started just erasing randomly. I'm just gonna take away like this half of the shoulder. Like so. I'm gonna throw it off the artboard. Oh man. Okay, here we go. We need this minty green color. There it is. We'll just kinda... So, I'm gonna shift the bod a little bit to the right since she, like, shifts that way, but maybe her feet kind of stay put. Shifts over. And then her shoulder would, like... She doesn't have much of a neck, but I guess we could kind of give her, like, a slight one. Like so. Her head, like, really sits on her shoulders for, like, every drawing I've done, so I'm gonna kind of keep that. I think that works. Maybe her body shifts over a little bit more. Let me shift it. Should her arm come with it? A little bit lower shoulder. Like that. Something like that. Nice. Nice. Okay, I think that's what I want to happen. I think we got it. Oh, man. Drawing Pokemon today? Ooh! My favorite Pokemon? I really like Lapras. I have a lot of favorites. I also really like Shelios. I really love sea slugs. Is like one of my favorite animals. So Shelios is super cute. Big fan of like every evolution. They're all great. I love all of them. I've grown up, you know, like with more of them coming out and being like, oh, amazing. There's too many good choices. Lapras is just like a classic though. I was like really into like silly sea creatures and the idea and like dragons and stuff. So when Lapras came out, I was like, dude, you could ride that little water dragon around, and then you literally could with, you know, the surf. And I think that like ignited a spark in my brain or something. Big fan. I have a little plushie of Lapras right now. I'm looking at him. It's like my favorite plushie. I also really like Gengar and Clefairy. Dude, there's too many good ones. The classics. What's your favorite Pokemon? We could battle it out. Who's got the best favorite Pokemon? Ironhide. There you go. Hi, Saffronic Saffron. My dog's called David Robertson III. That is amazing. That is awesome. Also tired my own doing. Oh no. Oh man, I was up a little late. Playing some Deltarune. I am also a little tired. We're all a little tired today. Happy Monday, everyone. Here we go. She's got that scraggly arm. Let's see. Her kind of body should shift like this, right? Come up like this. Fill that in. I don't know what her arms should do. It's like going further away from her body. I don't think that would happen. I think it should stay close to her bod. Bulbasaur, Absol, ooh! Both very good choices. Absol, I always forget about Absol, dude. That's a really good choice. Dratini. I saw someone who had a lizard named Dratini and I was jealous. That's a really good lizard name. Like, that's a really good lizard name. When I was young and we had a cat, I wanted to name her Skitty, you know, after the Pokemon. And my mom said no. She was like, what? I was pretty obsessed with Pokemon back in the day. She was like, no, you can't call her cat that. So, you know, we had to go with regular cat names. But someone out there's gotta have a cat named Skitty, right? Surely. Okay, sharpen up those claws. Okay, that looks okay. I think her, hang on. If you're tilting your shoulder, your arm would actually come up. Hang on, let me come up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And it needs to be a good frame because we're gonna hold on this frame. It's not like one of those in between, so you won't be looking at for very long. Yeah, the bod shifts a little bit. Maybe the tail comes. What would the tail do? Maybe we should have like it like flip around, and then we would have to do like a couple animations of it like flipping, but that's okay because we have to do it with the hair as well. So I think we can make that work. Let's do it. I'm going to remove the tail. Come back in. Maybe it flips. Oops, wrong thickness. Something like this. It needs to look a little bit compositionally balanced. Maybe like that. And there's a little heart-shaped end. I'm gonna sharpen it up. Just a little. Cool. Okay, we have to add a little bit of shading, and then we'll draw this layer again and do a couple in-betweens because we need to have the tail flip and we need to have the hair kind of like settle into. I'd like to do a couple little tweaks there. Absol is also top 10. Agree. Sableye. Galarian Weezing. Oh, the Galarian Pokemon are so cute. I like Galarian Weezing too. What's the? Oh man, there's like a fairy Ponyta out there. Fairy Psychic Ponyta. Is that one Galarian? I can't remember. Oh my god, Galarian Ninetales. Also, those little spins on like some of the classic Pokemon was like such a good idea. I kind of go crazy for that. Like that's a fun idea. Like instead of trying to make a bunch of new Pokemon, maybe just I saw that they were doing that with the new Pokemon too. There was like a little Pikachu with like a heart-shaped tail, and I was like, oh my god. I'm kind of excited. The new Pokemon looks like I might need to get it. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. It looks really fun. I don't mind, Pokemon is probably one of those games that I don't mind watching a trailer of, you know? I mean, it's like, everyone's already done like the fan art of the starters, you know, stuff like this. Like, I think it's okay. Belly button. Sharpen this up a little bit. Okay. Come in here, clean this up a little bit. Oh my gosh, also, I see PSB Animations is here. We checked out your channel. You make some pretty cool stuff. Really liked your tavern series. Very cute. Very impressive stuff. Very impressive stuff. I've talked about. I think it would be so fun to try some stop motion animation. This bit just made me realize that Paradox Pokemon sound more like Transformers than Pokemon. Yeah, what was the one Pokemon where the gimmick was like that they got really big? And like that was like the whole thing. It was like, oh, these Pokemon get really big, and it wasn't terrestrialization, because I don't know about that one. I mean it was a good like strategy thing. It's definitely interesting in like Pokemon Showdown, but I do not like, they had to wear these stupid hats. That was where I was like, what? You couldn't have come up with a better idea than big ol' silly hats for the Pokemon. Okay. That's fine. Me, I could come up with some ideas. But that's okay. I guess I don't work at Pokemon. Articuno. Oh, Articuno. Classic, classic. Thank you so much. I put a lot of love into that series. I can tell, yeah. I was thinking about what you said where you were like, oh yeah, you know, I try to make sure like the set has all the lighting that it needs, and I was watching for that. I was like, yeah, I can see that. Trying not to, you know, fix it in post, you know, like just trying to make sure that the shot is what you want it to be. It's really sweet. Awesome stuff. I love to see creatives on the platform. I love to meet new creative people. It's amazing. But yeah, there you go. PSB Animations makes stop motion projects. Very cool. Okay, I'm redrawing this a little bit. Should we do like, dude, guess what? Did I talk about this already? I was going through my closet and I think I talked about this. I found an animation board, like a light table. It's not like a full table. It's just like it's like a big slab that has like a spot for light to like shine up into it. So like you could make it a light table if you, I don't know, hold it over like a window or something. But The point is that it's got the like 3 holes at the top that old school animation used to use these sheets of paper, and they would like line it up on this bar and do traditional animation with it. I was going through all my stuff and I found this little light table board with the animation prongs at the top and a bunch of like old school like cell animation sheets. I think someone gave it to me. I met like this artist when I was working somewhere. And he was like, "Oh, you like to animate?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, I do. I want to animate one day." And I guess he like went to animation school and then just like one day was just like, "Take good care of it," and gave me this amazing light board slab for traditional animation. And I've just like treasured it this whole time. But dude, I should bust it out. You know what else I found? Chalk pastels. And my brain was like, combine? That would be so scary and messy. Imagine animating in chalk pastels on these flimsy little sheets, but it would be so cool though. But man, it would be a mess. I'm like, where would I even do that? It would get pigment everywhere. It would be scary, but I'm like feeling inspired. I'm feeling inspired by all the artists I've been meeting recently, and I'm like, man, I want to maybe do something traditional. I think that would be really fun. Traditional in the real world animation. Why did I duplicate this? Hang on. 1, 2. I duplicated this for some reason. Okay. I duplicated it because I was like, oh, I need to draw this again, and then I just didn't. Okay, here we go. I'll like hook up a flashlight under the table to shine light into this silly slab I've got. I'll figure it out. I'll have to take a picture of it or something. Female Pikachus have heart-shaped tails. Oh, I didn't know that. That's so cute. Oh my god. Yeah, I watched the little trailer for the new Pokemon and I was like, okay. I've been feeling a little negative about the Pokemon games that I've played recently. But dang it, you got me with heart-shaped Pikachu, okay? That's cute. I guess I thought it was a little variation, but there's a Galarian Pikachu. I must just be getting confused with that. That was Dynamax. Yes. Dynamax. Gigantamax. Gigantamax are the ones that change form when they Dynamax. Dude, I did not like Dynamaxing. Was that Sword and Shield? You remember when there were like Pokemon raids and you would go and it would be like a Klefki or something, like just a giant keychain in the sky and you'd have to raid battle it, and I was like, oh my god. And you could like go online and do like online raids. I mean, that was like maybe a better idea because you could get like legendaries and stuff, but I don't know, dude. In game, it was silly. Not my favorite gimmick at all. But yeah, like I didn't like terrestrializing, but switching types is pretty clever. It always stumps me in Pokemon showdowns and stuff, but there's that. And I've pulled some sick moves. Not to brag. Cell animation is so impressive with those light tables. Oh yeah. I love that behind the scenes Simpsons footage of their old animation style. Yeah. It would be super fun to have like a traditional light table. But yeah, I've got this this thing that kind of would maybe sit on your lap. Kind of sit on your lap and you would work with it. But still a really cool tool. I've been sitting with it for so long. I feel like I need to do it justice since I was trusted with such a cool tool. Dude, I gotta do something crazy. Wait a minute. Oh, she doesn't have like neck shading. She's just kind of like sitting on. Does she need shading on her neck? Okay, I'm gonna move on. Well, maybe we'll come back to it. Now I've got the music from the Gigantamax boss battles like stuck in my head. Dude, I heard Toby Fox got to work on some Pokemon games. It's so sick. Dude just made it. Dude's just, like, in it. Dude, imagine working on freaking Pokemon music. It's so cool. That's so cool! Teach me your ways. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Whoop. It's all good. It's all good. Sometimes my iPad fights me. I love pastels. I do too. I used to work with them a lot in like high school, funnily enough. It's been like a really long time. I stopped using them because I wasn't in like, you know, when I was in high school, when I went to like the art classes there and stuff. It wasn't my studio and it makes like such a mess, and there was like linoleum floors, so it was like a lot easier to like clean it up when it got all over the floor. And now I'm in like, you know, a carpeted room, so I'm like, I don't know how to work with this extremely messy medium. It's same with like, you know, I've got like oil paints and I've got charcoal and I've got all this stuff, but I never use it just because I don't want to make a mess that I have to clean up. Like I work with resin sometimes, and I do work with like acrylic paint, but like that is, resin is literally like, I have it outside, like it cannot come inside. It would be a catastrophe. But like, I don't know, I could get like my easel out and like strap down some paper to it and do some chalk pastels outside on a nice day, I guess. But like, man, I'm a lazy daisy over here. I do not want to. That's a lot of work for some chalk pastels. And then the other thing is like, what do you do with your chalk pastels? Because it still smears after you're done. It's crazy. Where are the little guys? Oh my god. Dude, I was going this morning. More like groggily waking up. And I came over to stream and oh my gosh, I forgot to put all y'all there. What's happening? Okay. They're floating. Maybe I need to adjust this a little bit. Y'all are so high in the sky right now. Okay, I'm gonna move it down. Wait. Okay, y'all are back. Welcome back. Cute little guys in the chat. How did I miss that? I forgot my little PNG tuber this morning too. And what's worse? Yeah, like I said, lots of technical difficulties this morning. Things weren't connecting. Hopefully the music is working. There was all sorts of things. Everything's okay. I brought back the dudes. There they are. Oh man. Hot take, last truly great Pokemon game was Black and White. I've heard the same thing. That is, I think that's a pretty common take. I've heard that several times now, and I've never played Black and White. Which I, like, super want to, but I don't know, like, 3DS, I was on the 3DS, right? 3DS emulators haven't worked for me in the past. I could try again now that I've got a supercomputer. We'll see. I would really like to play that one, though. I've heard very, very great things about it. Okay, I'm gonna try to say her like face is kind of covering up that ear a little bit. Why is her ear? I'm gonna fix it here. Your ear. Ear sort of kind of behind the cheek. Like so. How's that? Boom. Oh man, I don't care much for the latest games. Played Gen 1 to Gen 5. I always forget the gens, but yeah, I feel ya. I like Pokemon Diamond is my favorite. Big fan. It's probably not like the best one I've played. It's just like nostalgic for me. I just really like that one. I was really thinking about replaying that one. But you know, I have like good feelings with like some other ones just because I like showed them to like my sister like growing up, where I was like, I tried so hard to get her into Pokemon. Like I tried to get her to play Diamond when she was younger, and she like, yeah, I don't know, she wasn't really too into it. And then later, once there was Pokemons on the Switch, I was like, I don't know, maybe it was a little more flashy, you know, the 3D graphics and all. The new generation, interested in those 3D graphics, whatever, dude. The sprite works where it's at. But yeah, once there was some Pokemans on the Switch, then it caught her eye, and I was like, dude, let's go crazy. You gotta play this game. You're gonna love it. And I was like telling her, like, dude, you gotta, like, listen, you really want to evolve this Pokemon. And she would be like, no, I don't really like that Pokemon. I was like, dude, you have to evolve this Pokemon. Like, just trust me. Just trust me. You know, it's like a Magikarp, and she's like, I don't really like him. I'm like, just please evolve him. And then, like, later, she would, like, see a Gyarados and just be like, wow, that looks like a really strong one. And I'm like, yes. Just trust me. It was such a good time. So, like, I have good memories, like, from that. Playing Pokemon. Oh, man. My affection towards crows has increased tenfold recently. Because of me. They are so sweet. I notice them everywhere I go, to the point of, like, probably an odd obsession. It's like so funny. You know, like lots of people are into like bird watching and things, but no one like cares about like the common crow. So I'll like be out and about, or maybe like, you know, out with family or something, having a nice dinner outside on a nice day, and like, you know, a crow will like fly by, and my like head will like snap up to like look at it, and everyone goes, what did you see? And I'm like, oh, it's a common American crow, look at him, isn't he beautiful? And everyone's like, oh, I thought it was like, I don't know, a bluebird or something. Yeah, I like crows. They're, once you start noticing them, it's like so funny. They start noticing you. They get like kind of weirded out once you start like staring at them, and then they just like stare back, and they're like, what? What's the problem? They're so smart. The fact that you can just like look at them and they immediately are like, okay, something's weird about this person right here. She's looking at me. It's so bizarre. They are wonderful. I love them. Daily Crow segment, Daily Crow Stories, LexaDaisy.com. No, just the Lexa Daisy channel. Imagine if I start like a crow blog. Today, the crows sat on the roof and cawed, and I thought this was nice, so I gave them a peanut. That would be like every entry. Diamond was awesome. There you go. There you go. Crows are the best. I agree. I agree. They're smart and they remember faces. So if you're nice to them, lifelong friend. Nice looking Pokemon are way better than strong Pokemon. I'm on sister's side. She did have a lot of really cute Pokemon, which was like my entire mindset, right? When I was younger. I was all about those Clefairies, all about those Jigglypuffs. The Jigglypuff was like the main member on my team. We went far, somehow. Somehow. Oh man. The Skitties. the Beautiflies. I'm thinking about Diamond. I was very into all the bug Pokemon, all the really pretty butterfly Pokemon. I like that sort of thing. When there was no fairy type, dude. I love fairy type. Okay, there we go. Teeth are lined up, sort of. That looks okay to me. Let's move on. Let's get the darkish blue for the nose. There she is. There she is. Goblin girl. She's here to take all your sandwiches, whatever you've got. Okay. For hair, we'll sort it out. Oh, man. Black and White 1 and 2 are on regular DS? Okay, note to self. Check eBay. Check eBay. Note to self. Okay, moving on. I will be checking eBay about this. I will be ordering online immediately. There's some things I need to pick up anyways. I need an excuse. That's it. I'm hugging all the crows. Oh yeah. They're so sweet. They're so sweet. They all do need a little hug. That is like literally like my life dream. If I could hold out my hand and give them a treasured peanut and they would trust me to land and eat one, all my neighbors are gonna be like, oh my god, she is a witch. You're gonna be like, oh my god, what's going on? Did she evolve it? I think she either just caught a Pokemon or she caught a Gyarados instead of evolving it. I think she just really liked the Gyarados. She was not into Magikarp. She liked the Gyarados, though. The bread beetle shall continue his hustle. Oh, yeah. Hard at work. Look at everybody hard at work. You got some crows. Hard at work. Carrying that bread. Probably for his family. That's the other thing that's nice about crows. They have little family structures. We have 3 crows, and they are like, okay, don't cry, don't cry. They have little crow families. In the springtime, little crow babies, okay? And like, I'm not just like joshing around, literally little crow babies. And then the little crow family, they raise the little crow babies and they teach them how to fly. And like, I watched the whole thing and I think I'm soul bonded now. Oh, man. Okay. Oops. I moved the hair. Okay, we need... Let's see, this is just the hold pose, so this is okay. So we'll go ahead and add the eyebrows and eyes. Here we go. Oops. We want this to line up. If this wobbles, it will be distracting. Eyes are important. What's that? There's like this one quote from like a Disney artist, which I like think about all the time. And it was from some Disney artist who said like, if you're ever going to make a mistake, don't let it be the eyes. And I think about that constantly. Eyes are like super important in terms of like, it's generally a focal point for most people. If you've got a face or eyes in the shot, most people immediately go and they like look at the face and maybe they don't notice the backgrounds and things like this. So when I'm like animating, I gotta make sure at least the eyes look okay. At least the eyes are lining up. Things like that. Think about it all the time. Okay, put that there. There we go. There she is. For some reason, I'm like thinking about the Megamind lined. Y'all seen Megamind? That's a good movie. There he is, Mr. Evil Overlord. That's a little Megamind reference for you. Any Megamind heads? Oh man, genuinely, like, I really like that movie. It's pretty fun. I like what they did with it. It's clever, it's subversive. Starting to think convincing your neighbors you are a witch is in fact part of your dream. Yeah, we're definitely already halfway there. I'm kind of kooky. I'm kind of a weirdo. I kind of sit inside all day and I draw goblins, you know? I mean... Yeah, we're definitely close. It's not gonna take a whole lot of convincing. Listen, I already, like... Listen, you're gonna get me back on crows. We're gonna get me right back on crow talk. The part of the show where Lexa Daisy comes out and talks about crows. I feed them peanuts. They love their peanuts. And every time I go outside, they like sit and like look at me. Very expectant. They are my familiars, every one of them. Yes, yes, yes. I love them. Everyone should have pet crows. If you don't have a pet crow, you can get one. All you need to do all you need to do is be nice to them, and they are very loyal. Okay. There we go. She's wobbling. She's wobbling. She needs a tail. Wait, she needs a tail. Bread, bread, bread. It's like to the tune of Bill Nye. Okay, let's see. We need to draw her tail. 1, 2. This is frame 2. Awesome. Crows sound interesting. They are interesting. Definitely one of my favorite animals. It's crows and sea slugs all day. Best animals in the world. Y'all can't convince me. Dude, when people ask me my favorite animal and I have to choose between sea slugs or crows, it's a tough choice. I have a lot to say about crows, so I usually, you know, I hit them with the crows. I'm like, dude, crows are great. Lone distance crow auntie. Amazing. Absolutely. I am a Megamind enjoyer. Awesome. I love Megamind. I think that movie is really funny. I like that they went with like the like Elvis and like the like AC/DC, like, you know, rock and roll aesthetics and things like that. Well, Mega Man is Elvis, right? Or like a, you know, kind of a take on it. I like that they made the superheroes like basically have this rock and roll aesthetic because they're like, oh, they're like performers, right? It was interesting. They like, I genuinely believe they had something to say with that movie. That was an interesting take. I like it. I like it. Okay. It was clever. And then obviously the Superman like references. Smart. I like it. I watched a little documentary about that movie. It's interesting. It's a good one. You gotta watch that one. You know, another classic. Gotta throw it out there. Y'all watch Rango? Y'all seen that movie? I'm talking about, there was a lot of like 3D animated movies, which I'm not like a super huge fan of, that came out during a specific era, but watching them as an adult, I'm like, dude, this kind of goes hard. Kind of goes hard. I freaking love Rango. You ask me what my favorite Western movie is, I'm gonna be like, well, Rango. Yeah, the lizard movie, the lizard Western movie. That's a good one. Megamind was too ugly to draw my attention when it came out, but as an adult now, I think it's amazing. Yeah, I totally feel ya. Yeah, it's, not exactly the most aesthetically pleasing. I feel that way about, like, a lot of 3D animation. Like, generally, I've went on my, my diatribe about how I'm like, I don't really care too much about 3D animation. But when it's done well, or we've recently, like, pretty much, like, revolutionized, ways to make it more interesting. Like, because for a long time, we were like, we're trying to make 3D animation look like as realistic as possible. And then we were like, okay, great, I'm looking at photorealism, and, surprise, surprise, when you make these characters, which are supposed to be cartoonish 3D looking, it just looks bizarre. It just looks weird. And, you know, we've, like, decided, like, oh, let's, like, combine it with 2D elements, or, you know, let's do all these really fun things with, like, the Spider-Verse impact frames, fun stuff like that. Trying to make sure, like, squash and stretch is still the name of the game. But yeah, there was this era where they just, like, made, like, some pretty good movies, like, story-wise. Not exactly, like, aesthetically, or I don't know. It was fine. It was fine. Megamind. Rango is, like, a weird one where it's, like, that really weird Uncanny Valley one, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it now. I did not like it as a kid. I was like, this is ugly. But now I'm like, I don't know, they're lizards. Oh my gosh. I wish I could fly via crow on my head. Like a crow lands on your head and it just flies you away. Oh my god, I just like have to draw this. Here you are. Me once the crow comes to take me away. Here's the crow. He's got his wings. There he is. It just like lands on your head, you're just flying away. Frame 2. Flap, flap, flap. Flap, flap, flap. There you go. Oh man. My alarm has gone off, but guess what? Guess what, y'all? I'm on vacation. I can draw a little bit longer. I'll be here for a little bit longer. I will take a break and get some breakfast and start the day, but I got more time than normal. This is my dream too. This is also my dream. Is Crow Talk the part of the show where Alexis talks about crows before or after silly songs with Larry? The part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song. I've actually, I have completely absorbed that segment, and all segments, I will come out and I will sing a silly song. And also, you know, we have lots of segments here on the Lexa Daisy show. I do think about that, like, every time. Every time I'm like, no, this is a part of the show where I do something a little different. I think about that. Larry comes out and sings a silly song. Now it's time for classy songs with Larry. Here he is. She's got these big ol' eyes. Here we go. Wait, I forgot I was drawing like a smear frame. What if we do something crazy? There are no rules. There are a few rules. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Daisy, yeah, I'm kind of quirky. I sit inside and I draw at goblins all day. I feed my crows. I've trained an undead army to do my bidding so I can animate 50 hours a week and still go to work. That would be amazing. Yeah. I just like send into work a bunch of crows as a Lexa Daisy puppet. and they go ahead and they work at the computer all day, you know, typing, sending emails. They'll do great. They're quite smart. I figure out a way for crows to basically do that, like, toddler in a trench coat bit. I know you said undead army, but I'm gonna switch that out for crow army. This is like the whole thing we've been leading up to. Pretty soon, not only will they be giving me gifts due to my generosity, I'll be like, listen, man, I gotta hard work next week. What say you and your little crow family band together? I'll make it worth your while. And I like slide like an enormous, like, Costco-sized bag of peanuts their way. Amazing. They do it too. They love me. They love those peanuts too. They do it. And then I just sit here and I stream all day. Yep, that's what really got me a vacation. Oh man. I remember Rango like a fever dream. Yes. Me too. Me too, dude. That movie was like so weird in theaters. I saw it in theaters with like some friends. It was someone's birthday. It was someone's birthday. We all went to see Rango. And we like got in the car afterwards and we were like, that movie was weird. That movie was weird. Now I watch it like once a year. I have like several movies I watch like once a year. Some of them for inspo, but that one's just a good one. You just gotta put that one on. Rango is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas too. Fear and Loathing. I haven't read that book yet or seen that movie. I know it's a book. Is it a reference? Dude, that would be nuts. Maybe I need to do a little bit of literary research. Phew. Aw. Y'all are all worried. I appreciate it. Thanks for checking on me. Yep, all good. All good. We got a little bit more time. Got a little bit more time till I get hungry. Gonna go have a nice, balanced breakfast. Honestly, I would love it if they made a Pokemon game where you mainly took care of Pokemon. Take care of Pokemon they have in Pokopia. But like an actual one where it's taking care of animals. Like a Nintendogs level Pokemon game. I wanted that for a long time too. Did y'all see the, there was a animated, I think it was like a stop motion animated Netflix series where it was like about like these Pokemon Center workers who were like rehabilitating little Pokemon that were like having troubles. The aesthetic was amazing. The Pokemon in little clay stop motion just melted my heart right in twain. It was amazing. It's so cute. The plot is pretty silly, but very light, heartwarming. I love it. Okay, I'm struggling. I'm just trying to draw some pigtails. Okay. Yeah, something like this. It was like, they're like all on like this like really happy little tropical island and there's a Psyduck. And the Psyduck like can't swim or something. Something like that. It came out a little while ago. I don't know about that. I don't know about that hair. What's up with that hair? Make her eyeballs have something. Something like this. Okay. Her ears are kind of bouncing. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Starly Carly's here! Thank you for the star. Oh man. I memorized the dance of the cucumber for Spanish class. That's so awesome, dude. All I know is, look at the tomato. Isn't it sad? He can't dance. That's amazing. Can't even whistle. The dance of the cucumber. Man, that's a classic. There's so many good ones. I'm gonna get stuck on this. Oh man. Okay, let's take that dark blue. Okay, shade those ears, shade those ears, shade that nose. Let's see, maybe her nose kind of stretches out a little bit on this frame too. Clean that up. I'm gonna thin it out a little bit more. Here we go. A little sharper. A little sharper. Artiman are making a Pokemon series. Ooh. I haven't heard about that. I'm not sure if I know what that is. I'm okay. I might nap again. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, Carly. Happy to see you. Good morning. Good morning. There you go. Let's see. There's her creepy smile. I'm sorry that this is this creepy face is what's greeting you in the morning. But it's okay. She's normal over here. A little bit of a, you know, we're all me right after I wake up, grimacing at the alarm. I'm gonna thin that out a little bit, make it a little bit wider, even more. Can I warp this? Yeah, warp it. Good, good, good. Seems okay. Wait. Up. Okay, bottom row of teeth. Just a super simple kind of swipe. Actually, I'm gonna take you all upside down for a sec. Swipe. One more time. I really want it to line up with that bottom line. I don't want the red to be poking through. Okay. There she is. Beautiful. Miren el tomate. Wait, tomate? Tomate. No es triste? Pobre tomate. Poor tomato. I know very little Spanish. I could do a little. No trabajar. Yeah? That was pretty good, right? I need to work on my languages. New languages. Speaking like every language on earth is on my list also. It's right next to read every book, watch every movie, play every game, speak every language. That would be helpful. That would also be helpful in reading every book, watching every movie, playing every game. Yeah. You know, it's up there. Aardman did Wallace and Gromit. Oh! Aardman did Wallace and Gromit and Chicken Run. Oh. I didn't know the name of that studio, but now I will. I will know that. Absolutely. Got it. They're doing a Pokemon series. That sounds awesome. That sounds amazing. I'm familiar with Leica. I know they've got some projects brewing also. Very stoked. Love to see it. I should have known that. I've got more room in my brain for info like that. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. Stow that away in the library. In my mind palace. Aardman is the greatest. 10th anniversary of Over the Garden Wall. Oh yes, I thought that was this year. I was gonna say, yeah, that sounds familiar too. I love Over the Garden Wall. My protein shake spilled in my lunch bag. No. Oh, that's awful. That's no fun to clean up. Oh my gosh, been there before for sure. Let's clean this up. Sharpen up those lines. Rev up those fryers. I'm just gonna start saying that now. Okay, this is good. This is good. We'll do... Her hair is moving. The bod won't move too much, but we'll draw it again. We'll do a quick doodle. Do a quick doodle. Do a quick doodle. Okay, here she is. She's gonna... Maybe she kind of like slouches forward. Maybe her hands kind of float out to her sides. I don't know about that. No, I decided no. No, they don't. Nope. In fact, I think maybe she like just kind of like shifts a little bit with that. How about that? Let's try it. Okay, let's draw her little mermaid feet. Very nice. Very good. Actually, maybe one foot kind of moves forward just like a tiny little bit like that. Cool. Weird claw feet. That's fine. I think that's good. We'll leave that. This is a weird frame. This is a weird frame. It's okay. We'll only see it for a second. Maybe her arm, instead of doing what I just did, maybe we'll move that away. Take this away. Okay, so maybe she like lifts her arm slightly. Lifts arm. Wait. Lifts arm. Nope. Lifts arm. It's like way big of a hand. One scraggly little finger. Oh no. Okay, we gotta clean this up now. 1, 2, 1, 2. Actually, I don't know why I really like this one little claw just getting really teeny tiny and scraggly. Okay, I cleaned it up a little bit. There. Sharpen up those claws. Like this. Okay, thicken up her arm. A little bit too scrawny. Here we go. A little bit more. Okay. This is so bizarre. This frame is weird. It's okay though. Just a transition from 1 to 2. And then same with her tail. Let's grab this darker blue. Where are we at? 1, 2. We'll watch it back here in a second. We'll watch it back here in just a moment. What I want to do is just like... I just drew like one line. Does that work? What about a squiggly line? About a squiggly line and then also like a squished or like a stretched heart on top. Let's see. Because we're going from here to here, yeah? What about this? Something like that. does kind of work. It could settle a little bit better. Okay, let's watch it back. Let's see where we're at. Perry! Just poking out right there. Wait, I see... Nice. Ooh, nice. I see some scribbly sketches right here. There it is. You can't hide. Done. Okay. Toggle that off. Nice, 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 nice. I think we're like there. I think we're like there. How many weeks has it been? Like 3? We've been working on this just like a little hour at a time for a couple weeks. Super cool. I'm stoked on this. I'm so excited for this little silly project to come to fruition. There's like still multiple scenes to do. I've been thinking a lot about, let's see, how I'm gonna like present this silly character, and I've been thinking a lot about what I want to work on for the next few weeks. There's a lot of original stuff I could always cycle through constantly. I've got a lot of ideas. I just noticed something. This is gonna bother me. One small thing. There's this like pixel out of place. I know everybody was staring at it. Why didn't y'all say anything about this, huh? Who failed to call out these 3 pixels here? There we go. See, now we can relax. Now we can watch it back. She also needs like a little bit of like dust to like scatter maybe when she slides. I still can't. There's a little bit more fine-tuning to do, but yes, dude, I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked on this. It's only been 3 weeks. The joy of animation. Agree. Yes, it has been a while. Let me see. What am I seeing? When did I start this? I started 1 scene and we worked on it for like an hour a day. I'm scrolling through my channel really quick. Okay, I see. We started it on 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Really? I guess it hasn't been 3 weeks. Let me scroll back a little bit farther. I've got like several other little scenes to do that are also on this little iPad group, but let's see. It was, yeah, I guess it was only 2 weeks. I started it in like the middle of the week 2 weeks ago, and I'm finishing it on a Monday with a little bit of an extra bonus time. There we go. Feeling good about that. It's not finished. It still needs some cleanup and a little bit more to do. Oh, there's a sketch here again. I also noticed like her mouth is light blue here when it should be red. I think we're going for red here. I do like the closed mouth just being simple, but I think it makes more sense when she opens her mouth that she would have like a red line here. Where is it? Where is it? Is it here? Whoa. Like that. She's so smiley. Maybe I have to double check that. See what the choices are that I've been making. Because I do have a couple other, that's the other thing. I need to go back through my other sketches and make sure she lines up, okay? Awesome. Allow me to zoom around. No, I just checked. Okay, blue mouth when closed. So we go back. We'll take away that red. It's too late. Once you leave the artboard, you can't undo. Dang it. Okay. Put it back. Put it back. I wasn't sure about that because I think I have something specific in mind to do later that might get a little bit it might interfere if her mouth is red. It might be a little bit confusing. Okay. 1, 2. I think that looks cute too. Okay, so we'll remove this one too. Looks like she's got lipstick on or something. Let's do that one more time. Clean it up. Okay, there we go. Filled in those pixels. Then she opens her mouth. It's very jarring. Bright red. Yellow teeth. Yup. Yes, I love her. I love her. She's one of my favorites. I drew a sticker of Goblin Girl like a year ago and it has yet to be announced. TBD. We'll see. I tried to call attention to those pixels, but I shouted at the screen. Okay, alright, I'll let it slide just this once. I was looking at the thin finger, I didn't see the pixels. Looks cute. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, we'll definitely be coming back to Goblin Girl. There's a lot more to do. There's a lot more cleanup to do. And there's lots of other fun projects I've got planned. We might kind of jump around here this week. Like I said, I am on vacation this week, so potentially there might be a couple of streams I miss here and there, depending on what I'm doing that day. But, you know, stay tuned. We'll play it by ear. I'll decide what we're working on this week. I'll think about it a little bit more. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out. I had a really good time hanging out with y'all, chatting, doodling. And I hope to catch y'all in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all have a good day.